Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on the Hunts and Bunks channel. Today we're going to be talking about the title race as Arsenal and City fans that we are, and also the newly finished Carabao Cup final, Liverpool versus Chelsea. So we're going to be talking about that today. Joined with Thomas as
Yeah,
always.
we'll start with the Carabao Cup final. I know obviously I watched the game. I know you've caught the highlights. Um, to be honest, it was a boring 0-0 game for the most part. I think that on the basis of the main 90 minutes, Liverpool probably had the most chances. They obviously had a contentious goal disallowed. But then you get into the extra time, and Chelsea sort of took in the first part of extra time and the last 10 minutes of the actual 90. Chelsea took the sort of upper hand, had the better chances, really should have scored an opportunity with four shots in the space of literally about 10 seconds because it was just rebound, shot, rebound, shot, rebound, shot. But Liverpool in the end got it over the line, got the win, and won the cup with a lot of injuries. So credit to them. Mauricio Pochettino dodging trophies again, as usual. And Chelsea, it's just going to be a horrendous season if they don't manage to pick up some form of silverware, because that would have been the only saving grace for them this season.
Yeah, it was one of those. I mean, United had it last year, wasn't it? They won the Carabao Cup, and that salvaged a little
Yeah.
bit for them with Ten Hag. But yeah, linking this to the title race, it shows Liverpool unbelievable how well they've been doing with all those injuries, isn't it? Another injury today for Gravenberch, isn't it? But I mean, if you look to
Yeah,
the bench as well, it's all sorts
I
of
mean, you
issues.
look at the games they've got coming up. They've got City, which at this point should be too much for them with the players they've got out. I think Trent will be missing that game. Salah probably will be. Jota definitely will be. Liverpool have been great this season overall. I think they've rode the luck in a lot of games. I think back to the Sheffield United game, but then equally they've blown teams out the water. I think back to the Newcastle game where they had the highest XG ever recorded in a game. So I don't want to hold that too much against them. In terms of the title race, though, I think they are probably at this point the third favourites. They've
Yeah,
got so many injuries. They're nowhere near as potent at the moment offensively because of their injuries. The midfield, they've got the weakest of the three teams going for it quite comfortably.
yeah,
And defensively, yeah, they're brilliant. But if they're not scoring as they have been, which is if you look at their early season games, their attack bailed them out time after time. They don't have that now, and they're getting injuries at the wrong time. Um, I think the most informed team in the league at the moment is Arsenal, and it seems to separate from last year. It seems to have come about at the right time. They've gained momentum at the right time this time. Last year, it was about this point they started falling off and dropping points. Now they've won the last game 4-1. The game before that against Burnley, they won 5-0. Game before that, they won 6-0 against West Ham. You've got Sheffield United next, so hopefully the momentum can continue from an Arsenal fan standpoint. And then it's the City game. So they've come into form at the right time. City, when I watched them, they're getting the job done, as City do, as always. But even in the Bournemouth game, Bournemouth were unlucky not to have one or two goals.
yeah.
Some of the chances, I think of that shot that went just past the right hand post near the end of the game. So City abide in the luck. That said, over the course of the season, Arsenal have dropped points to the team to the worst sides compared to the other two. So there is that sort of to factor in. I think that City will edge this title race. I think Liverpool will come third, but I, I think it's going to be close between Arsenal and City at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you are right. As a City fan, obviously, I've been watching all the games. The performances haven't been convincing over the past few games. I mean,
No.
Everton, it's 2-0 win. You're thinking, oh yeah, that they've was it 2-0? Was it one? I can't actually remember now. But I think it was 1-0 in the end. But no, Haaland scored twice. No, yeah, 2-0 win. You're thinking, oh yeah, that's a comfortable victory for City there at home. But the way we're playing, it's not convincing at all. We're not really going at sides. It's a lot. We're not very convincing in the way that we're finishing chances, even creating
Yeah,
chances. To be honest, Haaland's not been at his best, even though the stats in terms of the amount of goals he's getting. I mean, he got an assist against Bournemouth. He got two against Everton. He's just not playing as at the level that he was at before his injury, and especially last year. And obviously, De Bruyne coming in and out of the team, we are, as you'd expect, so much worse without De Bruyne against. Against Brentford at home, it was like the crowd was shouting for De Bruyne to come on. He had a slight
Yeah.
knock, so that's why he didn't play. But we are really struggling to kill off games. Like the last time that we won a game by more than 2 goals was November in the league, and that's for City. That's quite a surprise for it to be that long since we've won a big game. I mean, that was a Bournemouth game.
So, as a City fan, all season I've been hearing a narrative of all Liverpool are a different beast, and City fans online saying, "Oh, I'm more scared of Liverpool." Blah blah blah. Right now, as in with the injuries, everything taken into account, towards the end of the season, who do you think will put up the bigger fights? City?
I don't know. It's really 50-50 for me because the point is, the fact of the matter is how Liverpool are still doing this with all these injuries. I don't know. I mean, I get the point that it's probably not sustainable, but all I'm seeing is Liverpool winning with the team that they've got. Like you say, the midfielders on paper, clearly the weakest of the 3 teams in the title race. And then they've got a current front three of Diaz, Gakpo, and Harvey Elliott. But if they keep getting the results and then all these players come back on top of that, then
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think they're out for the thing. The thing is, so City have a hard 3 games. So City have United, then they have us, and then Liverpool, or is it the other way around? Is your next 3?
It's Liverpool first. It's Liverpool before you.
Liverpool first, then Arsenal. It's going to be hard. I mean, City should come out of United unscathed. Ideally, as an Arsenal fan, I want you to draw with Liverpool, or I want Liverpool to win because I'm more confident that Liverpool are going to drop points to come the end of the season than I am City. Yeah. And with us playing you lot, the game after, I'd rather us have that. Hopefully, have that 3-point barrier. But a loss would indeed. Well, it'd be 2 points, wouldn't it? Because you're a point ahead of us. But this has been the most competitive title challenge for what, 10 years? There's 3 teams who are all at the top of the league. Liverpool are 2 points ahead of Arsenal. City are 1 point behind Liverpool, 1 point ahead. We're all on the same games played. Arsenal have the most goal difference. Liverpool have, I think, the most goals scored. So they're so balanced. They're just all the league teams out there.
Yeah. The thing is with Liverpool as well is I think even though when we play them, on paper we should be favourites in terms of if you look at the 2 sides that will be named on the team sheets because we know Alisson as well. It's at Anfield. You never know what can happen there. They've got. Have you still got to play it? You've still got to play them a second time, have you? Or no? No, you've played them already.
No. We drew at Anfield. We beat them.
If they
beat them at the Emirates.
If they can beat us at home, and then they get all these players back from injury, then I'm just thinking that because you've got to play us away, we've got you at home and Liverpool away. I think in terms of the fixtures, Liverpool are definitely in the driving seat, given that they're already top of the league as well. But it's just how sustainable it is with all these injuries because, I mean, they need Salah back ASAP, don't they?
Some of their injuries aren't going to come back, though, are they? Like Jota is out for the season, I think. Trent's, I think so. Trent's been on and off all season, so it's whether he can get a sustained period. Salah, I don't know what's happening there, but he was injured in Egypt, wasn't he? And he came back, and now he's injured again. Yeah. So it's quite stop-start. I think. I don't know. I just watch Liverpool and they don't blow me away.
No, yeah. I was seeing lots of things on social media about Liverpool fans saying how the first half they tend to just be quite a mediocre side and then they'll turn it on second half and end up nicking quite a few wins late on. So yeah, they do. But that is one of the signs of a team like that can do it. I know obviously it's even more impressive to be blowing away sides at this point, but if you can get through this period, Liverpool, for example, with all these injuries, and that almost says even more to me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Having the full team fit and blowing teams away.
I just don't know how long they can sustain that. I think that it's going to be a case where they'll have to start performing, otherwise the team will get an early lead and we'll be able to see it through. Like, imagine if I think they've got Everton away. Imagine if they concede and go 1-0 at the break against Everton away. Like Everton being the rivals with the wall of Goodison, they ain't coming back from that.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just a side that I feel's got it in them. There's just people popping up with goals left, right, and centre that you're like Gakpo the other day turned up against Brentford. Like they've just got, even when they've got all these injuries, they've still got Harvey Elliott, players that can get them a goal. It's
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. If you look at
yeah,
the
that's right.
well, they've almost got a full starting 11 of like quality players that are injured. It's
Oh
mental.
yeah, no. But that's the whole point that I'm trying to
Yeah,
make. I don't think that. I think if they were in there with their full team, I wouldn't doubt them at all.
yeah,
I think the doubts for Liverpool come where the fact that they're playing like Quansah or whatever his name is at centre back. They're playing um who else?
well, they've had Connor Bradley
Whoever
and
else.
Nathan Trent.
Yeah, I mean Conor Bradley's been superb. I
Been
can't
doing
really
well.
discredit him. But like Harvey Elliott, I don't know.
I
Yeah,
mean, on the
I
right
mean
wing compared to Salah, you can't really make a comparison there, can you? But
no.
that's the
But
thing.
who do you think is going to win the league then? Put your colours to the mast.
I think we'll do it again, just because we've got all the players fit at the moment, and even though the performances haven't been pretty, we're still grinding out the results. I think we'll draw away at Liverpool, and I think we'll beat you at home, and then I think just that last
Ooh.
that and that last
Ooh.
run in, I think we'll just. I just think we've just got that little bit. I just think we'll have that little bit more.
I think you'll do it again. I think you'll win the league, but I think you'll get beat 3-0 at home against us because I think
Really?
we're the best footballing side in the country at the moment by a considerable margin. When I watch other teams earlier in the season, fair dues, I could argue against it, but at the moment, the way we blew away West Ham in the first half, for example, Newcastle, apologies. We are just comfortably playing the best football in the country at the moment. And I don't
Yeah,
even think
but
it's
it is a
biased to say.
different no, but it's a different story when it's against City. It's a different story because Newcastle have
There's a
been
lot more pressure,
defensive
yeah, but it's
because they are one of the
it's a
weakest
lot more
defensive sides in the
pressure.
league. Newcastle.
Yeah, but we've still. Like, I mean, the the thing that would come unstuck for Arsenal against City is our attack, as in we don't have that goal scorer. Our
Yeah,
defense is more than capable enough to holding you at bay. I think. Like
yeah,
you look at the goals conceded, we've got the best defense in the league. Um, Saliba and Gabriel. I mean, Saliba bullied Haaland in the first game where we won 1-0.
yeah,
It'll come down to slight tactical changes, I'd imagine, between Teta and Pep. But I think we'll win that game, but I think you'll win the league. So do I really care about that game?
When was the last time you beat
Maybe
us
not.
at home at the Etihad?
In the cup, we won it, I think.
Was it? Did you beat us at the Etihad in that?
Was that in Wembley or not?
We beat you in the cup. Was it the season? Oh no, it was last
No, the
season.
season Arteta won it. Was that not at the Etihad?
No, we beat you beat us at Wembley now in the semi final.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't
And
know.
I just
2012?
I really can't see. I think maybe a draw at best. I'm just thinking at home. We rarely lose against big sides at home. Away
Yeah,
from
but it's
home,
just.
yeah. And
I
there
want to
have
get
been a
this. I
couple of
want to.
Spurs. There have been a couple of Spurs losses, but we rarely lose at home against.
Martinelli. Martinelli will do a human sort of. No, I think that's probably my bias talking, but I do see us beating you at the Etihad, and I do see you winning the league.
That's interesting.
Put it this way: for the first time ever, and this includes this season, the first leg when we beat you 1-0, I'm not afraid of City.
Oof, that is,
I'm not like hopeful. Like I'm not positive going into it, but I don't think we're going to get spanked 5-0 like we did at the Etihad
no,
that
I
time.
don't think it's going to. No, it's not going to be. Not going to be an easy win, but I mean,
It's going to be competitive.
yeah, it will be
And I
competitive.
think either team could win it. This is the most chance we got of beating you at the Etihad that we've had in years.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah. I mean, I know we're coming at it from a biased point of view. I just think that Liverpool are not going to sustain it. I think they'll probably do well in Europe. They'll probably win the Europa League, and they can. Are they still in the FA Cup? They are, aren't they?
Yeah, they beat you.
Yeah, no, but they played another leg since then.
Yes, they are still in it though. Yeah.
Right. Then I think they'll probably maybe even be on for a treble. I just don't think they're going to win the league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Liverpool fans will probably kill me.
it does logically when you have to break it. It's so hard to put differences between the sides. because they're all so different in nature. But yeah, you are right. The logical way of doing it is going Liverpool are not going to be able to sustain this with the amount of players they've got.
Yeah, I mean, and as well with Liverpool, the way they play isn't as secure as City and Arsenal. So like Liverpool are very tempo back and forward, back and forward. Whereas City and Arsenal are more secured, like they control the game for large periods and allow like periods of attacking up and control the tempo of the game, so it goes high, quick speed, slower speed, quick speed. Whereas Liverpool, their wins are based on more not system players, but players just playing there, which then means that they do lack a bit of control in the game. But that said, they do have Virgil van Dijk, so you're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And Alisson, I know he's injured at the moment. They had Kelleher in today, who was one of the highest performing players, if not man of the match. He was brilliant today. But yeah, that's our take on it then.
Yeah. So let us know what you're thinking in the comments below. We'd be interested to hear a non-biased perspective. I mean, I think we've all got biases in this, no matter who you support. But
yeah,
if you're not a City or an Arsenal or a Liverpool fan, let us know.
I think Arsenal will get slated because no one likes Arsenal. So that'll be fun.
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there.
All right. Well, that's it then. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. See you later.
Bye.